My name is Heinecke. I'm the founder and CEO of Breeze Technologies. We are a German social, for good and deep tech enterprise, and it's our mission to help everybody on the planet to breathe clean air. And to do that, we develop lower cost air quality sensors, we develop software to communicate local air quality to the public, to citizens of cities. We try to motivate people to do things to keep the air clean. Since basically 7.5 years ago, we've been working on this, and we had a lot of successes. We are now active in 11 countries on 3 continents, monitoring air quality for cities and for other organizations, gathering that data and helping them to understand it and to drive cleaner action. And now the next step for us is basically to look at how else we can use that air quality, that air pollution data. And we're not only talking about the data we produce ourselves, we're also talking about the data that already exists from governments, from space agencies, from their satellites, and also from other entities that are producing air quality data, like some other sensor companies like Philips, which we already have partnerships with, and others. So part of the workshop and the case study we will be doing is looking at where else does it make sense to use these air pollution and air quality data. How can we develop a model to work with other entities, both that are producing air quality data, a model that makes sense for them to share some of the data with us and with others, and then also who has actually a vested interest in using these data sets to develop new tools, develop new business models, develop new products and solutions, and overall, with that, we hope to have the biggest positive impact possible to improve the air quality in our cities worldwide. So I'm very much looking forward to talking to you and working with you in those workshops. And yeah, thank you very much.
I liked very much yesterday the chart that Professor Faustini showed in one of his slides, because we are perfectly in the middle of the chart. We are a hybrid company that with 2 shareholders. One is CGM, that is a long-time no-profit organization, and the other one is Moving, that is a long-time for-profit organization specialized in IT and web development. We started doing things together in 2018 as a separate business unit of the original companies. The first 12-month project is in 2019, it is called Data Welfare. That is because it is still working actually. A mixed web platform for public and private welfare based in Talata, that is just a small town close to Milan. Then the pandemic slightly changed our plans, and we started to develop tools for helping people to deal with lockdowns and in general. And now we are in 2022, and we are trying to become the most important national hub for welfare services. We are a digital company. WelfareX is the name, WelfareX or WelfareX in Italian is the name of the platform, of our platform, and all the things that we do are based around this platform. We like to call it a multi-channel platform because it can appear, it is based on the same architecture, but it can appear in different ways depending on the field or the geographical area in which we work. But at the same time, putting all the things together, we can also appear as a single hub, a national hub for welfare services. The basic idea behind our project is that the welfare service is the same, regardless, because it is an answer to specific needs that people have, regardless of the fact that it can be paid by a company if you are an employee and the company is giving you a wallet to do that, or if you are so lucky or unlucky to be followed by the social systems and the public system will pay partially or totally for it, or you do not belong to one of these two cases, but you have the same need because you need to give an answer and probably you can, if you can afford it, you can buy it in a traditional e-commerce logic. So we are trying to do all these things with a single platform on our way to reaching our goals. Of course, the most important thing is to digitalize the organization that offers the services. That is quite difficult in Italy, but this is very important. Digitalization means also redesign the services in many cases, or in general, I would say changing the way of thinking, thinking digitally instead of thinking traditionally. Without forgetting that we need to help people with their needs. I conclude roughly with a few numbers. Currently we have more or less 20 different platforms based on the same architecture, simply tailoring the number of services offered by the platform or the front-end layer that the user can see. We have about 90 welfare managers that has been formed to promote and to use the platform. Currently we have more than 230,000 registered users in the platform, and we are quite proud to say that during the pandemic we have been able to deliver more than 8 million euros in food vouchers to more than 60,000 people that asked for that. And finally, we have delivered more than 200,000 services in a pure e-commerce logic. These numbers are also, some of these numbers are also shown in real time in our platform, webforex.it, so they are changing our. Many thanks to Francesca Scarinci that is here with me and is doing really a great job. Thank you.
I'm Chiara and I'm an expansion strategy specialist at Develhope. So today I will talk to you a bit about what we are doing now. So we are a cardio school, totally online, and we aim at tackling youth employment in a very effective way. We just involve people around 18 to 35 years old in India by supporting them in the job search. So we mainly started from two main data. On the one hand, the lack of software developers that were missing in the market, and that was in first person, let's say, experienced by our CEO and founder, Massimiliano Costa, that in his first venture was having a gap and difficulty in finding junior software developers into his company. On the other hand, the rates of youth unemployment, which are really high, especially in the southern part of Italy. So how we make it in a very strong way. Our objective of this year was to train 1,000 students, and we actually reached it. So we are very happy about that. And actually we involve people coming from very disadvantaged areas, for which let's say that most of them are underemployed or unemployed people. So we are trying to support them in a job search, and let's say that this is the main impact to which we measure our mission. So the main important thing is that the students can pay only if they get a job at the end. So this business model allows us, of course, to involve people on the basis of their talent, independently from their financial background. So this also has become, let's say, the driven factor of our brand, for which we have been able to include more women, refugees, asylum seekers into the training, as well as this year we also have obtained an asset confiscated to Mafia that will become our real tech campus and tech hub in Palermo. So many different associations and companies have also been contributing to our mission by making training together, or for example in the case of the CDP Foundation that some weeks ago has issued some scholarships for NEET, women and protected categories, so less represented categories into the tech sector to study into their courses. As well as this year we've also been collaborating with the UNHCR in order to train asylum seekers and refugees as one of the most important upskilling opportunities in Italy. So, and here it comes to our foreign expansion. Actually, we are going to extend the same impact also in other countries characterized by the same issues of Italy, in this case especially by high rates of youth unemployment and the gap of programmers in the market. So we have been testing this year different countries, as well as Turkey, Greece, and countries in which there is a very huge demand of software developers, as well as very high rates of youth unemployment. And here it comes to the case study. We are trying to reach out to Africa, and in particular we are focusing on Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. And we hope that this story, this case study, can be inspiring for all of you. Thank you so much.
My name is Naika Julius. I'm the founder and CEO at Famunera. I'm wondering why the logo is not here. Yeah, so I'm sure the video is ready. So Famunera is an agri-tech company that's applying blockchain to enable food exporters ensure digital traceability, source quality inputs, and also boost export market linkages while creating more employment opportunities for smallholder farmers. So since our inception in 2016, Famunera has been able to reach out over 500,000 smallholder farmers, created over 5,000 jobs, served up to 100 agribusinesses, and also served directly up to 25,000 farmers as customers. You know, there's a difference between reaching out and also serving. So the reach is 500,000 over, and then the serving directly as customers is 25,000. Between now and 2025, we intend to, that's the next 3 years, we intend to reach up to 15 million farmers, and also serve directly as customers 1.5 million, and we are looking at supporting up to 1,000 agribusinesses and also create up to 75,000 jobs in the different agriculture value chains. Now that will be across East Africa. We ran the model between 2016 to 2021, that's 6 years, and that time we were going directly to the farmers, telling them the value of applying quality inputs, because at the end of the day, that's how better they can command for better prices, especially when it comes to selling out and making money at the end of the season. But we had a big challenge, the presentation. So we had a big challenge whereby these people didn't really understand, because of the illiteracy levels, especially that's within the smallholder farmers, because most of them are rural-based and their literacy levels are really, sometimes in most cases they are illiterate. And so understanding the value of quality such that they can get better prices was a hard challenge. So we opted to actually, now 2022, move into the value chain for exporters, because so much interceptions have been happening for the food exporters, especially in the European market. And so for us coming in to be able to solve the problem of unsafe food by providing digital traceability was much more appreciated by the food exporters, because we are actually tackling their underlying need. So with food exporters, we come in to provide 2022 our digital infrastructure to be able for them to enroll it within their general operations, onboard their farmers on the infrastructure, manage them right from there, and then on the same marketplace, they are able to display their products for export. We come into what you see, how you see us here, coming here to be able to talk to different players in the value chain. We aggregate the global business for them, and then we take it back to these local exporters. They actually trickle it down to the farmers. When the farmers are requesting for their produce, they actually demand for the inputs. Famunera comes in to supply all the inputs, and then the cycle rolls back up. So that's how simple it is. We trigger it from the demand, which is the market, and then we come in to feed the inputs where we make the money. As simple as that. So thank you very much. I'm looking to talk with the different partners that are willing to work with us, and I look forward. Thank you.
I'll briefly tell you about how we started the technology, and I'll talk about my story. My name is Ronald Katamba. I'm the CEO and the founder of Jakuza Tech software. When I was 12 years, I lost my parents, both my dad and my mom. I wished to rear rabbits to go back to school, and I lost all my rabbits in one night. Imagine those are the rabbits you rear to make sure you get fees and go back to school. So I lost them in one night. So I could not go back to school. I resorted to coming again and rearing rabbits to make sure I could go back to school. Is there anyone who knows rabbits? Anyone in the house? The small, yeah. I came up after studying and going to the university. I thought of coming of the technology that will help. A person like me, the problem I was facing, I know even in Italy here, there must be someone out there who has gone through the same problem I'm facing. So I thought of coming up with a technology that will detect disease the day before, such that if your animal is going to get sick today, on Sunday, you realize it that today you receive a message on your phone and it notifies you the problem. It connects you to the doctors who specialize in that. You can do a Zoom without even a doctor coming here. You can be able to chat with the doctor. You can talk in Portuguese and I can understand in English. Such kind of things will help persons not only in Uganda but all over the world to make sure they understand the problem, what is facing. What have we impacted? We have rolled out in 5 countries with a total installation of 5,000 users with more than 23 device installation. And I would like to make sure I come before you for a talk. We're going to have groups, and if you feel part of what I went through, and you want our technology to make sure it goes ahead, please join our groups, and we make sure we move forward to this technology such that you be part of the problem I was facing to make sure we help people. Thank you.
Needs Map. What is Needs Map? It's actually a digital platform where people in need meet the institutions, organizations, and individuals who want to support. We started as a group of friends who wanted to start a movement of solidarity from the very neighborhoods we live in. Therefore, we use technology for good, for cooperation and solidarity in different areas like education, health, sports, with verified geospatial data technology and community-based verification, actually. And while doing this, we have recognized that we were making people buy things from everywhere, online sites, and we were creating a sharing economy, actually. So we thought, what if we could direct this economy to local businesses? So, as the first Turkish cooperative who received an impact investment from Global, we added a module called Social Marketplace to Needs Map, where supporters can now buy the items needed from the local businesses located at the very destination of the people in need, actually. Okay, so as we developed our technology and infrastructure, we started using mapping as a method for location-based decision-making processes for creating solutions about social economic problems, actually, worldwide. So we came up with many mapping ideas and adaptations of Needs Map for different organizations and sectors, like disaster response map, where you can coordinate all the supports and organization and follow up the disasters happening in the countries. Arts Map, where ecosystem of arts and culture sector can communicate and collaborate and capacity build from all over the world. Like alumni maps, where alumni can support the students, new students in their graduate schools social services management, municipalities use our infrastructure to follow up their daily facilities for social services. Save the Children Ethiopia NGOs use our structure to organize and coordinate their facilities, daily operations, and homeless map, NGOs use our map, and Deep Poverty Network map is also a map created for another NGO. They used to assign tasks for their workforce, volunteers. So we have now active 18 mapping solutions used by different organizations actually. And we recently completed a European Union project, Excellence Platform for Social Cooperatives. Our partner organization was Cooperative from Bologna. So we created a platform for social cooperatives where they can communicate, collaborate, and capacity build and design new projects, implement new projects together. You are more than welcome. It's for social cooperatives and social initiatives. You're more than welcome to go to so.co and register. Actually, we'll be happy to have you on the platform. And in 7 years, we have now more than 100,000 members. We have transferred, intermediated the transfer of more than 10 million items, needed items, and created an economy of 49 million US. We have implemented more than 50 CSR projects with global and local partners. We have needs map clubs in 42 universities. We have more than 10,000 volunteers all over Turkey, and more than 350 non-profit organizations use needs map as an infrastructure or a platform where they benefit from the support. You can see many global and local companies here. Actually, these are the companies we have been getting support from, donations, or we use our data to design customized projects, CSR projects for companies actually. So that is how we sustain ourselves. And we had global awards with our work of 7 years. We have been awarded for social innovation by Social Economy Europe. HP, our infrastructure provider, has been awarded for crisis management using GIS. And we have been recently accepted to Better Incubation for an innovation ecosystem for social change. So now we are in the process of going global. We are in the process of founding our offices in Brussels and UK. In Brussels, we are going to be an NGO. In UK, we are going to be a community interest company. And in Italy, we have just started working on it. We are going to become an innovative startup for social purpose. Why we do it is we had a real social impact in Turkey, and we want to get our best practices to the world and make the world a better place. It's a cliche, but it's true. And we want to take the best practices from global to Turkey as well. I want to end with a quotation of Margaret Mead. I like it so much. So, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed individuals can change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has. Grazie.